Hello everyone, it's John. Today's video is going to have a look at Axis and Allies, although the main one I'm going to look at is this one. This is from the depths of darkness, from the past of 1981, and it's produced by, or produced under license, I would assume perhaps, by Jedko Games. In other words, made in Australia. Yes, so Jedko Games actually has produced a number of games under license here in Australia, which is rather nice because the prices were, I think, a little bit cheaper. I honestly can't recall. I didn't pay a lot of attention to comparative pricing, to be quite honest. I was just happy in most cases to be able to get the game. So without much more ado, let's go have a look at what it is that I have put together. Hello everyone, and today we are looking at Axis and Allies. Now I've got two versions here. I've got my original I think it's a 1981 edition of the rules. Yes, it is, from Nova Games. The copyrighted people, and it's a yeah, it's certainly different from the edition I have by Avalon Hill. It may very well be different from the Milton Bradley, I think, edition. But you can see I have not even punched the counters out, which shows you that I've played everybody else's edition. So where the later editions have all come with little figures, the others have only came with counters, and they came with values, which was interesting. And certainly when I had a look at the let's say with the United Kingdom, the placements and that were quite different from that on the other board. But this is the Jedko the Jedko edition, and it came with three very nice dice, and as you can see, the map is just a paper map, and it has, you know, the weapon development which was available. It's got the national production that's there. Now the difference, of course, is that you've got values for, because I'm here in Australia, I'm only going to look at the those areas around us. So they've got, you know, obviously the New Hebrides have got nothing, but you know, these are the values that are used, which I think they use another system for the other. I've not played, again, I haven't played Axis and Allies in years. Again, it's another game I can't remember. But, you know, iconography that's not allowed to be used anymore, or very sparingly, I think. The money, paper money, which is there. That was there. The rules, once again, A5 booklet, only goes for 12 pages. And this is copyright 81 to Nova Games Game Designs. So who's the author to this one? I can't remember now. I thought I saw it somewhere. Yeah, here we go. There's the Lawrence Harris was the is credited with Axis and Allies, this version. So again, fairly simple layout. Sadly I washed my hands before coming to the table, and I can't turn the pages. So you're just going to have to take that. You know, you can either have a military victory or an economic victory. Fairly standard, I think, with the others. And you'll just have to take it as read. Yeah, 11, 12. Yeah, so it's an old game of mine, but I'm quite happy. You can see, obviously, with the age, it's got some mildew has sadly crept in, but living here in Queensland, humidity is a killer, and that sadly is something I can't do anything about. This was the other thing with the you could get from Jedko games. You could actually get the parts. The map sheet was $5. The money was $5. You know, the counters were $2. Oh, $2 each for the counters. Setup sheets were $1 each. So not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. I think, looking at that, I think you may as well have gone and bought a new game. I can't remember how much the whole game would have cost in those days. You got optional extras. I didn't realise that. French and Chinese counter sheet. That is interesting. Same size as original. Must have been rules for them. But here we have the... this is the... pardon me, I'm going to swing this around. This is the Avalon Hill version. Now, have a look at Patton's face. And as you can see, I baggy everything, so lots of tokens. Industrial, you see everything went to miniatures, so your anti-aircraft and that, and then the rule book became more than 12 pages. Literally tripled in size, 39, and it's fairly detailed. Does it still credit? Yeah, still credits Lawrence Harris as the designer. So yeah, so there you go. It's still. And then you got the revision development team and that, so they're the changes that were made there. And then of course each of the, you probably can't see it very well, it's dark, but all of the units that I had counters for obviously became plastic figures. There's the money, and then these, not sure, can't remember what they're used for. Looks like there's probably 6 of them, maybe that's for the number of players. And yeah, so they had and they show you there is a big difference with the setup and the resources and things like that. So they were the changes they've made there. And of course then they introduced the battle board, which was, you know, you got to roll or less for I can't remember now, for the attacker and the defender. So the defender actually has to roll I think better or worse. What is it, better or worse? Who knows, can't remember. And of course the board is quite a large fold out. Actually I think it's virtually, I think, the same size as that map that is out there already. So look, thank you very much for having a look. As I said, this was to have a look at the delightful game Axis and allies. So till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.